Alright, so do you guys remember the video that I did about regret and rejection? It was a pretty solid video if I do say so myself. There's a link down below if you missed it. Anyway, the gist of that video is that regret is a lot worse than rejection. Rejection, it stings for a little bit. It does. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. Regret, however, is a lot worse because you think about it. You're like, oh, geez, you know, rejection, it smacks you in the face and you're like, ow! But regret, it lingers. It's like a dull stabbing in the back. You're like, what would have happened if I just had the courage, grabbed myself by the cojones, and asked out Susie Lou in high school? We'd probably be married now, 6 kids, great family, and... Susie! Yo, check it out. Ready? You're not missing much because word on the street is Susie has 6 kids from 6 different baby daddy. Yeah. So... you're not missing much. Here's the deal. I got an email that points out that there's actually an upside to rejection. So get comfortable because I'm now going to read you the email that inspired this video. And it says, to Mr. Marino, and I would like to note that this is the first time anybody has referred to me or addressed me as Mr. Marino, and I like it. I'm kidding. Call me Alpha. Anyway, he says he's a fan, and then he gets to the point. He says, that being said, I've had my eye on somebody in college for a while now, but never mustered up the courage to ask her out. Now, normally in my videos, you'd be like, oh, you know what's coming, right? He's gonna ask her out. She says yes, they fall in love. Not this time. Rejection. Wait, it gets better. Anyway, that changed when I saw your video about regret and rejection. See, people do pay attention. This I'm very happy about. It was that pushed me to get off my ass and to do it, to ask her out. This afternoon, I went up to her and straight up asked her out, only to find out that she's actually already seen somebody. So now you're probably thinking, well, how is this going to turn out well? Is she going to realize that he is the man of her dreams and leave her current boyfriend? No. Is he going to meet her in a bar, pick her up, and do the nasty in the car? No. He goes on to say, I know, it's a bummer, right? Wrong. While I didn't get the girl, I found out I was capable of manning up. You weren't kidding. Rejection really does hurt for only a second, but it's nothing compared to not knowing the answer, which I now have. Despite being turned down, I've been on cloud 9 the entire day for what I did. Is that even possible after being rejected? Regardless, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Again, thanks for making that video. I owe you one, gentlemen. I am so pumped and excited about this because it's absolutely true. He went after something that he wanted. He got rejected, but in the end, he found out something about himself. And that self-discovery, the realization that you do have the courage, you have the strength, that is a really powerful thing. So now, the next time he sees somebody, he's gonna be like, yo, would you like to go out with me? She's gonna be like, no, I got a boyfriend. He's gonna be like, thank you. I feel awesome. No, eventually this is gonna get old, but the fact is, he now has the strength. He's got like a notch on his belt, right? A stripe. If he was in karate, he would have a stripe on that yellow belt, all right? The next stripe he gets, he's gonna move on to green. This is actually the worst analogy I've ever used, but gentlemen, here's the deal. Sometimes you can gain insight and strength about yourself from realizing that you can handle rejection. It's not the end of the world. If you fail, you get up and you are stronger as a result. That being said, just realize that sometimes that feeling of elation or that realization doesn't happen right away. So you might feel crappy for a little longer than just like you get rejected and then all of a sudden you're like, whatever, I'm awesome. I'm gonna go get a burrito. It might not happen that fast. It might take a little bit of time to actually develop that stronger sense of self, but ultimately it will happen. Congratulations to our friend who got rejected, and congratulations to you that's about to.